the Sun Temple Gate hurdle and racing to the first of the 12 flights of hurdles, with Dawn Run, the winner yesterday of the Page 3, taking him along in the early stages at quite a steady pace. Dawn Run from For Auction and Gay Brief, and a Kinsman and Broadsword, and Maureen Prince over the first. Dawn Run, For Auction, a Kinsman and Gay Brief, Broadsword, and Maureen Prince. To the second, right over on the far side. Dawn Run from For Auction, a Kinsman and Gay Brief, Broadsword, and Maureen Prince. Now the last flight on the far side on this first circuit. Dawn Run, followed by the ex-champion For Auction, and then the reigning champion Gay Brief on the inside of a Kinsman, and then Broadsword on his outside, going up a little bit, and then Maureen Prince. And quite a long run to the next flight. It's such a long run that I think I've got an opportunity to suggest to you that if you feel like owning a racehorse, and a very promising 2-year-old it is too, this season John Dunlop is offering Satch, in whom he has a very high opinion, in a sweepstake, a raffle, and in aid entirely of the Grand National Fund at £5 a ticket. So if you fancy a ticket, the draw is on April the 30th. Send your money and a stamped addressed envelope, if you kindly would as well, to John Dunlop, Arundel, West Sussex. £5 a ticket, and if you join in, the best of luck. And now the field coming to the fourth in this Sun Temple Gate hurdle. Fourth of the 12 flights. Dawn Run, game little mare, running for the second successive day, being chased by Broadsword now, then For Auction and Gay Brief, and then a Kinsman, and Maureen Prince. Still Dawn Run, she made all the running yesterday, bar 3 furlongs of the 2 mile and 5, to win very readily, being followed by For Auction, then Broadsword, Gay Brief, Maureen Prince, and a Kinsman. Offering 5-4 Gay Brief in the ring in running as they come down to pass the winning post on the first circuit, with Dawn Run leading For Auction, Broadsword, Gay Brief, Maureen Prince on the inside of a Kinsman. Dawn Run, ridden by the only rider here, Tony Mullins, who's not engaged in the Grand National, being followed by Colin Magnier on For Auction. Colin, who'll be riding as his first ever national partner, Grease Paint. Then just behind them, Peter Scudamore on Broadsword. Peter rides 14ers Express. And then comes Richard Lindley on Gay Brief. He rides Oak Prime in the big one. He's being followed by Maureen Prince, John Joe Neal, who rides Beacon Time, and then a Kinsman, Geordie Dunn, who rides Petey Sandy. A Dawn Run, still with quite a commanding lead over For Auction, Broadsword, Gay Brief, a Kinsman, and Maureen Prince. Dawn Run. From For Auction, Broadsword and Gay Brief, then Maureen Prince and a Kinsman. And this 2 mile 5 really going to take some getting now. A long run to the first flight in the straight, which will be the third last. Dawn Run, still being pursued by For Auction. Gay Brief on the inside of Broadsword, then Maureen Prince getting a reminder there from John Joe to try and John Joe O'Neill to try and remain in touch, and a Kinsman finding this pace a bit too hot at the moment. Still Dawn Run from For Auction, Broadsword, and Gay Brief. Racing down to the third last flight now. Dawn Run from For Auction, Gay Brief, and Broadsword as they come to the third last in the Sun Temple Gate hurdle. Dawn Run from For Auction and Gay Brief. Coming down to the second last now. Dawn Run, who's made it all, being pressed now by Gay Brief, For Auction and Broadsword. Dawn Run there from Gay Brief, 2 furlongs to run and 1 flight left to be jumped. Dawn Run being pressed by the champion Gabrief now. Gabrief on the near side to us, going to land just in the lead. Gabrief just in the lead now from Dawn Run over on the far side and racing into the closing stages. And it's Gabrief from Dawn Run as they race up towards the line. The champion hurdler Gabrief from that gallant little mare Dawn Run, who's put up a tremendous performance on her second successive outing at the meeting, the second successive day, and Gabrief wins it from Dawn Run in